Hello, it's Mark here, founder of Make Him Yours again, and we are with Belinda again today.
Hello.
She is the founder of B.Loved here in Brisbane, a company that empowers men and women to find love.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah,
got it right?
perfect.
Today we are talking about how to chat to guys on the phone. So the do's, the don'ts, what things to do when you pick up the phone and talk to a guy, and how to set yourself apart from other women he may be talking to or texting or whatever. I think one of the first things, Belinda, that I really wanted to get across in this video is just the sake of using the phone.
Yeah.
So many of us now are so reliant on text messaging or Facebook, Instagram,
Social.
whatever messaging. And it's so impersonal, isn't it? It's so, there's no emotion, there's no real connection. It's really not a good medium for communication. But the phone is really excellent, isn't it? It's something that really gets underused.
Yes, absolutely. And I also think, especially in the world now of social media, dating, online dating, how do you get to know somebody with a couple of lines and emojis?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. One text message that I really like women to use is to simply say, enough of the back and forth, call me tonight, smiley face X.
Yeah.
And it's a really good way to stop this boring, fizzling out text message conversation that goes on way too long, and you're both like, I'm wasting time here, I'm not talking to my friends while I'm texting. And it gives him, whatever it is, 15 minutes, 20 minutes that night to call you and build a real connection. And it gives him the green light to do so as well. It's kind of step up and call me.
But I also think that message is going to whittle out the boys from the men.
Yes, and it's the guys who have real interest are the ones who are going to step up to that message, and they're the type of guys you want to be meeting.
Yeah, you're not going to be. It's going to help you to stop wasting time.
Yeah, because texting is actually really time consuming if you're texting different people as well.
And how many people are you texting?
I'm not texting anyone, thank you.
I'm joking.
No, but it does, and once you get that phone call, if that guy is texting a few girls that are showing interest in him, and you're the one calling him, chatting twice a week, that's going to give you a huge advantage, isn't it?
Yeah. Or if he's calling you as well, because then it goes to both ways.
Yeah, actually, exactly. That's probably more what I meant to say.
Yeah, I know, that's okay.
What are some do's and don'ts once you actually get him on the phone? What do girls say to guys once they get them on the phone?
I think if this is the first conversation on the phone.
First few, I guess, we'll be looking.
I think it should be light, and I think it should be fun and a bit flirty.
Yeah.
I don't think you should be on the phone saying, well, work was really crap today, and complaining to him about crappy things, because you can do that with your girlfriends.
Yeah.
And you don't want to be demonstrating that you're a negative energy, because you really want to be that positive energy. He wants to look forward to speaking to you, not like it's a drag.
Yeah. When a guy meets a girl, the type of girl that he's looking for to be his girlfriend is the girl who he wants to become a part of her world. So he wants to become a part of that woman's amazing world. He's like, she has so much stuff going on. I want more access to this. I want to work harder because I want more access. I want to know what's going on. I want to be a part of this.
Yeah.
And if you put out that negative energy on a phone call, what's he going to want to be? He's not going to want to be a part of that. No. He might be after one thing, but he's not going to really want to be involved with you.
Yeah, and you don't want to be fake. So I'm not saying be fake. I'm saying be positive when you're on the phone on the phone.
I would almost say if you can't be positive for those 15 minutes, or at least see the brighter side of life, it might not be the best night to call him. You might be better off waiting or getting him to call you.
Yes.
You might be better off waiting till tomorrow night to initiate that phone call when you are in a more positive, happy vibe. I think especially if it's the first call.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and if he makes that call, you'll know that he's making the effort.
Yeah.
Which is, I'm a bit traditional in that sense. I personally think he should make the first call.
Yeah.
What's your opinion on
that?
And
I tend to agree. I think sometimes you do have to give the guy a green light to do so.
Yes.
So some guys, they get shy, then they're not quite sure. I think that's why I really like that text message.
Yeah.
The one that says, let's stop the back and forth, call me tonight. No questions there. If he doesn't call you after that, you've got a clear answer.
Yeah.
If at the end of your date you say, all right, call me, you've given him a green light.
Yeah.
If he doesn't call you after that, there's no ambiguity to the situation. You know what his feelings are, and you can invest your time, if he doesn't call you, into someone more worthwhile.
Yeah, and it helps with the mixed messages as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are some don'ts with the phone, Belle?
With the phone, well, as we were talking about before, if you miss their call, this is one of your points that I really love. If you miss their call and you ring them back, wait till they call you again. Don't ring and ring and ring and ring until you get.
So if you miss their call,
Yep.
and they call you back,
No, if you miss their call and you call them back,
Yep.
sorry, and
Yep.
then they miss your call,
Yeah.
wait until they return your call.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think we got there in the
Thanks
end.
for clearing
Yeah. It's basically missed call for missed call, tag for tag.
Yeah.
You know, if I really like a woman and I see one missed call from her, I want to call that girl back.
Yeah.
If I see 3 missed calls from her, I'm either like, oh, there's some sort of emergency, which is, in which case, if this is the first date, why is she calling me?
Yes.
More likely, I'm like, oh, this is kind of weird and off-putting. It really is amazing the difference between 1 missed call and say 3 missed calls, or even something you were talking about before, you know, 1 text versus 3 texts
Yes.
in a row.
Yeah.
Little thing, big difference. Why?
Yeah, because it shows that you're not, as a woman, it shows to the male that you're not needy and you're not clingy and you have a life. So whilst you're showing interest, you're not depending on that person to call you back and you're not depending on them for your life, I guess. Yeah.
I think when you want to communicate this positive life, like we were talking about
Yeah.
before, and when you text him once, let's say you text him, hey, what are you up to tonight? Come out. And he doesn't text back. A woman with a really positive world, she just moves on with her life.
Yeah.
She goes out with her friends. She forgets that he even didn't text
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
And then he like finds his phone, and the next day he's like, oh Jesus, I missed texting Belinda back. Oh,
Yeah.
I'll make it up to you. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
On the other hand, you have the woman who maybe does text 3 times. Hey, did you get my message? Gives him a call. The guy gets his phone the next day, and he's kind of going, okay, this is too much. Like, why is she spending so much time in her world thinking about me?
Yeah.
I want to become part of her incredible world. So when
Yeah.
she's off in it,
Yeah.
and she only sends 1 text and then disappears into it, the guy's like, no, I want to be part of that.
Fishing
come
again,
back.
yeah. And it's not about playing games.
Yeah, it's not playing hard to get.
No, it's about being natural and allowing the process to happen, not forcing the process to happen.
Yeah, exactly right. I think playing hard to get is fake, and I hate playing hard to get as dating advice. It's bad dating advice. But I think being hard to get is kind of a natural part of who you are, where you just text someone, and then if they don't text back, you go out with your friends and you have a great time anyway. And you know, you put your phone away that night, so maybe you don't reply straight away. That's kind of how being hard to get is more of a lifestyle and is super attractive, whereas playing hard to get is like when you look at your phone and you're waiting to text him back and you're like, I shouldn't text back straight away. That's playing, and eventually that's going to fall over.
And what I like to say to my ladies is, while he's not texting you back, you might be off meeting somebody else who will text you back.
Yeah.
So don't put all your eggs in one basket waiting for that one person to text you back. If he doesn't, he's not, well, after a few days, he's probably not going to. So you've wasted those days waiting for him. Enjoy your life, meet new people, and you'll hear from him or her one way or another.
Yeah. What are other tips with the phone calls? If some of the women out there are nervous about making that call, or even they see the phone ringing and it's the guy and they go, kind of have what do I do here? What are some other tips in terms of just having the phone call that you might suggest?
Well, I think when you see that person ringing you, just smile and take a deep breath and be excited, but not dramatic.
Yeah, enjoy it.
Enjoy it.
Yeah.
Go, okay, great, this is exciting. And just don't think too much. The more you think, the more you stumble. Just feel natural. Think it's like one of your friends ringing you, or you know, and just
to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Get to know him.
Yeah.
One thing I say, and I'd be curious to know if you agreed with this, is I'm very much against the let's talk for 4 hours after the first wonderful date scenario. I usually say limit yourself to 15, 20 great minutes. And if it's great, you'll have another 15, 20 great minutes in a few days, and you'll keep spreading those 15, 20, maybe up to 30, whatever minutes over the coming weeks and months. Mm-hmm. I think my experience has been that when you go the 4 hours and then you go 4 hours the next night, you have this incredible burning connection that almost burns out just as fast, and you go forward too quickly.
Yeah.
Would you agree with that?
I think there should be a healthy balance.
Yep.
But I also think it should be natural. So if you're naturally having a conversation with them, losing my voice, and it can happen. I've had phone conversations for 3 hours, and you go, oh my gosh, we've been on the phone for 3 hours, where it's so natural. You're enjoying that company. But I think don't necessarily go back in the next day and have another 3 hour conversation. Yeah, have a healthy balance.
Yeah, I sort of say there's no reason that you can't continue that conversation at a later time. And I think as well to have that great world that you're busy in, it is attractive if you go through and you get to half an hour and you go, look, I do love talking to you, but I'm going to go spend time with my friends, or I've got to do this or this. I think as a guy, I've always found that really attractive. When a woman talks to me for several hours at the beginning, though I enjoy it, if it keeps happening, I start to go, okay, she's giving me a lot of her time. And to be fair, I'm giving me a lot of hers as well, but it's so much time and it's so much getting to know you without being physically next to each other.
Yeah.
I almost feel like I'd almost rather the girl kept it a bit shorter so that I can really look forward to what I get to find out on the next call.
Yeah.
And that's when I found, and for a lot of men we really attach, is when over time you keep getting these positive bursts with this girl who's in her own world and doing her thing.
It's funny you say that, because the conversation I was thinking about then, he'd been away for a month overseas.
Yeah.
So
okay.
so
it probably doesn't apply.
Yeah, it's a little bit different. Yeah. But it does. It is nice to not really think about it, go with the flow, but also have that balance.
Yeah. Have you had the situation where the call is great, say for an hour, perhaps two, and then things kind of nosedive and there's a flat point? I've had a lot of women sort of talk to me about this, where it is going great, but you almost push it too far, and you kind of run out of things to say.
Yeah, well, I think if you're feeling like that, you should acknowledge and recognize it subconsciously. Okay, it's a bit flat. We've been on the phone for 2 hours. So really loved our conversation. Can we catch up soon or whatever? And end it before it gets to that. Oh, so what are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh, what are you looking at?
I think ending on a high note is a big one. When I'm coaching women, I usually say, look, have 15, 20 great minutes, pick a high note, end it. Make sure you tell him that you want to talk to him in a couple of nights' time.
Yeah.
So end with a really positive green light, and it just creates that healthy balance, especially if you are calling a couple of guys, and you're getting to know different people, which is fine, totally normal part of dating. It does create a nice sort of, let's get to the next call, which I've always loved, and I've seen women get really good results from. Yeah,
but one thing that we were talking about before is don't be distracted.
Yes, huge one, huge.
Can I just Snapchat while we're talking now?
Oh, Jesus. You can, as a guy, and I'm sure as a woman too, you can sense when that person's mind is not on the phone call, and it sucks.
Are you there?
It sucks. It's just the biggest turn off when they're saying, oh, yep, oh, no, I'm just messaging my friend. It's not good.
You have to be engaged.
If you're going to commit to a phone call, put everything else away for 15 minutes. If you want to have a longer chat, put everything else away for the entire chat.
Yeah.
If you need to do other stuff, tell the guy, hey, this has been an awesome chat. I've got to go do this. Look, call me on Friday or whatever it is. Let's catch up on Saturday.
Yeah.
Don't be multitasking when you're on the phone. It's the equivalent to texting when you're hanging out with your friends. Yeah. It's just everybody hates it. Or on a date. Yeah, terrible. Yeah. Everybody hates it. So just don't concentrate. Give them that quality time. Yeah. Build that quality connection, and then you can do your other stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. Got to be engaged. Well, that's it for today. Belinda, thank you so much for coming in. It's been an absolute pleasure having you. Tell us about you've got your channels as well? I do. I'm on the Facebook, I'm on the Instagram, and I'm on the YouTube. So Facebook is B.Loved, B.Loved. Instagram is B.Loved_coach. It's awful. It's hard. And then YouTube is B.Loved. So, yeah. Beautiful. Make sure you check out her channel, guys. Check out all her social media stuff. We're here at Make Him Yours. Obviously, you can subscribe to the channel with the button on the left there. Check out the Facebook as well. And we've got the blog at makehimyours.com.au/articles. Thank you all for tuning in. Let us know if you have more topics or anything else at all you want covered. We're going to have Belinda back for more videos in the future, so I can't wait for that. Can't wait. Thanks again for watching. We will see you soon. Bye.